Well, good morning. It's Wednesday. I got up very early and left, and love to see as the sun comes up and hear the morning sounds like an old rooster crowing.
Hey y'all, Dan here. Thanks for joining me.
I'm wondering if you'd go wandering with me through the wilderness and woods to where the winds are blowing free, through the darkness of the night, heading toward the morning light. I wonder if you'd wander with me.
But all of the birds as they wake up in the mornings, it's so nice. And I'm sitting here at Dix Creek Gap. I was actually tented about probably a mile and a half north of here. This has some good spots, but it's right next to the highway, and I don't think I'd want to do that. But it's nice for them to provide it. Today I plan to do about 13 miles, looking at stopping at Cheese Factory, which is one of the campsites along the Georgia part of the AT. That will get me within 7 miles of Unicoi Gap. And so tomorrow I'll push over a really big mountain and then down into Unicoi Gap where Connie will pick me up. But I think it's going to be a beautiful day. It's supposed to be cloudy but no rain. Tomorrow, slight chance of rain in the morning, and then it starts to get a better chance as the day goes on. So I'm hoping that maybe I'll miss it, but if not, it's not a big deal. I won't melt. So I'm okay with any of it. I just love being out here. So many good people to meet. Last night, this little secluded tent site that I was at, there was only a couple that was with me. They had their tent on near the trail, and I went on to the back of the tent site. It was Brutus and Bear Claw, and so it was great to meet you guys. Looking forward to hearing more from you as you continue to explore these trails too. There's just something magical about them, and I want to get back on and let's get pushing south so we can get closer to Unicoi Gap. Let's go. Yeah. The rhododendron are in bloom all along the trail. They are pretty. Took a couple of pictures of the blooms. This is what they are. Very pretty. It looks like today I've got two pretty good ups, and then there's just a series of puds after that that go to the cheese factory, which is not really a cheese factory. I don't know if there used to be one that sat there or what, but from what I understand, there's no cheese to be had today, sadly. I miss Wisconsin. Well, the spiders were out last night, and I'm silk blazing. I get all their webs. It seems like it's right at nose level. Just got another one. Well, it is another great day to be out here. Every day is a great day to be out here, but it's cool, about 55 degrees. But as you start walking, your body heats up really quick, so I'm already out of my long sleeve shirt. Just listening to everything wake up. It's a little overcast today, so I didn't get a sunrise that I could see other than just, you know, the trail illuminates, and that's what I love. think I mentioned earlier, I scared up 3 bears as I was walking through the trail at night in the dark early this morning. I'm pretty sure they were bears. I didn't see them. I heard something big in the woods, and I had my headlamp on, and I banged my trekking poles together and roared, and something very solid took off running down the side of the mountain. And then I went on down the trail a little bit, and happened again down the trail a little bit, and happened again on the other side. So don't think it was the same bear, but it was sort of fun. I must have been a sight. I just, you know, big single eyeball from my headlamp, and then banging poles and screaming. I've got a big up right now and getting ready to lose my breath, so you don't want to see that. So, I hope you can hear the water running down Dick's Creek over my breathing, but just wanted to sort of share this with you if I can. Move this up. Here is a little bench that I read about. I think there's a little waterfall over here that I'll share with you. Okay, well, this little waterfall's been fun, and you don't have to hike the AT to see it. Dick's Creek Gap has a great parking area. You could park there, and then it's literally about 4/10 of a mile north up the trail, and then just off to the left you see this little green bench and the waterfall. So if you ever have a chance, you ought to come and just take a time of solitude. A view from the top of Kelly's Knob, 4,143 feet. This is one of those imagination moments. I'm at the vista of Powell Mountain. Elevation is 3,886 feet, and here is the view today. Like I said, you have to use your imagination. You can see some trees down here on the mountain across from us. You can see some trees that are rising up, and just imagine the top of that mountain covered with trees, and around it are other mountains and rows and upon rows of mountains behind, lifting up to a clear blue sky. Now, if you can imagine that. And so this morning I've been reflecting back on that waterfall that I came across at the beginning of this mountain, and the little green bench, and who must have planned that and put that there. And it made me think of my father-in-law. Charlie would have loved that little bench. He had a little bench out that overlooked a pasture. He lived in southeast Kansas. Great guy, big heart, very meek and humble, very giving. And he would have loved to sit on that little bench looking at that waterfall. And then I thought of my dad, and in many ways I was blessed. My father-in-law and my father had so many traits that they shared. They were very different, but they shared those values that were important. Both were very meek, both were very giving, very humble people. And I could just imagine my dad and Charlie sitting beside one another, having maybe a small conversation, but really just sitting and staring and taking in that little fall that was in front of me. Well, as I sit here for a drink and a snack, the clouds cleared momentarily, and you don't have to imagine quite as much. You can see the mountain that's across from the valley from me. Back over here is a lake that's going out. Very pretty. The Maybe it's a river. You'll see more water back in here. And here we are at the swag of the Blue Ridge. At the end of a long day of hiking, this is exactly what you need. Go up all of that. Got a half mile to the top of the mountain, and then it's about 2.5 miles down to the campsite. Well, just met another guy he's doing a hike from Springer going up north, I think. Hopes to get to Damascus, Virginia, and then wherever he gets in July, and then he's jumping or by the end of July he's going to jump up to Katahdin and then southbound from Katahdin, a through hike. Neat guy. Walk is his trail name. Walk 2021 through hike, I think, is his Instagram site. I'll put that down here below. If you follow Instagram, check him out. Good guy. So we have about, I think, 3 more miles for today, and then I'm going to stop. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to stop at the cheese factory or go a mile south of there to I've seen the white blooms on the rhododendron, but I have not seen this pink or purple. Isn't that pretty? Huh. Well, there's a view of Trey Mountain. I just came over. You can't see the peak. It's behind that tree. That's the mountain I just came over. And now I'm descending down the backside to Indian Grave Gap. And that's where I'll spend the night. And then tomorrow it'll be 3 miles to Unicoi Gap.
I'm wondering if you'd come wandering my way. If you ever get lost, or if the trail leads you astray, the music of the pack can always bring you back. I wonder, can we wander away? And I'll spread the word, and you beat the drum. Round up the troops, and get the gang to come. And we'll leave the streets in these neighborhoods, head over the river